All right. Howdy, everybody. How is everyone today? What day is it today? Tuesday. Monday night, I guess, for most of you. Let's get all the setup going. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Good start to your week. There we go, we're live. Let's get that all rocking and rolling. Do some drawing. All right. I'm going to try and keep up with chat, as always. Do my best. And I'll just pop my Instagram live on my phone so I can follow that chat. And that is on. So, guess we're good to go. Just make sure it is streaming everywhere it's supposed to stream. Right, we're on the YouTubes. It would appear we are also on Twitch. Excelente. Looking good. And we're on Instagram. So hello everyone. Alright. So where are we at in the stats? We are at 97 on Twitch. 3 more to go. And we hit 100. So if you haven't followed, please consider doing so. YouTube, we're at 242 of my arbitrary goal of 250 followers. Only 8 more to go. So thank you to everybody on both those platforms who has followed or subscribed. And to my Instagram peeps, hello. And thanks for joining. So I think we're good to start drawing. Got my multi-chat up for Twitch and YouTube. I've got my Instagram live up on my phone. So look at that. And away we go. So, yeah, man, what a week. What a week. So my book came out. Everywhere that it's intended to at the moment. So the New Zealand Australia launch was earlier last week. And then the big launch in the UK was on Thursday UK time, so my Friday or Thursday night. Yeah, and it's been spotted out in the wild. If you follow me on socials, you would have seen my posts. So we have a photo from Australia, finally got one from New Zealand, and one from the UK, showing my book in the bookshops, which is pretty cool. So I thought today I would draw Super Unicorn Princess. So here's the book. Boom. Have I got that in the... Yep. Boom. Available now. You can get it on Amazon. And wherever you get books from. North America, you do have to wait till next year, unfortunately. Different publisher, different schedule. But if you do follow me on socials, you might have seen the announcement that it is coming out in October in Greek and Spanish, which is very exciting. And in November, it's coming out in Dutch, which is really cool because I used to live in Holland. And last night, the publisher sent me some cool, they sent me the digital versions to show me. They've made stickers along with Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Dork Diaries, and Mega Robot Bros. And my little book are getting stickers that teachers can order to put on kids' work. You know, like the ones that say, well done, good work, great job, all that sort of stuff, but in Dutch. So that's really cool. From my experience, my kids love getting stickers on their work, and now those Dutch kids can get stickers with Super Unicorn Princess on them. So there you go. Pretty fun. Alright, so I'm going to get to drawing now. Do jump in the chat if you're on. I'll keep up as best as possible. And away we go, I guess. That is the wrong brush. So get that right first of all. That's better. So today I thought I would just draw Super Unicorn Princess and a couple of her friends from book 1. The robot suited Tech 7 genius inventor kid, and this little mummy. I don't want to give away too much actually, but he's a little mummy. So there you go. And the mummy guy has been written into book 2. So with book 2, I am now about halfway through story 2. I cracked it last night. Oh, yesterday when I was drawing. I cracked what the story was, like halfway through. Cracked it. I cracked what I wanted it to say, I guess is what I mean. And so now that should make the rest of the story flow a bit easier out of my brain. Because man, I've had some writer's block, but and when that came last night or yesterday, it was excellent. So yeah, big sigh of relief. Because I going on a holiday with my kids to Australia next in gosh, just under 2 weeks. And I wanted to have the story all written by then, so I can take my iPad with me and just work on the inks and colors at night time. So if I worked out that I have to hit about 4 pages a day, which doesn't sound a lot if you're writing, I guess, but because I storyboard as I go, it takes a bit longer. So I'm trying to work out the dialogue and the visuals. So anyway, 4 pages a day will have me hit that goal of having it all written. Obviously I'd need notes back from the editor and stuff, but I think I'm pretty safe to start inking most of it. Just getting on with it. I've already done 2 pages anyway, of inks and colors. The start of the story shouldn't be a problem. It'll be as I go in further is usually where the notes come. But we'll see. We will see. Anyway, it's been exciting times. Slimstagram21, love your work, Mike. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for jumping on the stream, too. As I say, I'll try my best to keep up with the chat. So if I don't get to you fast enough, don't be offended. I'll be remiss to mention or not mention. How does that work? My cap. So I got a parcel yesterday from the UK from my editor on Super Unicorn Princess. A celebratory parcel to sort of say congrats on the book being published. And she got this ace cap made for me, which is really cool because I'd been planning to get a Super Unicorn Princess cap made for a while, but I was still looking for an embroider around this part of where I live. And now I don't need to, because my editor must have read my mind. And they sent me this, which is aces. They also sent me a bunch of UK lollies. Candy, sweets, whatever you want to call it. Wherever you live. Which means I've started a lolly jar See? Pretty nice. There's a lot more than it looks. That was five bags of candy. And I'll keep adding local candy to it, fill up the jar. But yay, excuse to make a candy jar. A lolly jar, as I'd say over here. Fun times. Cousin Haley, what's up? Winsberry's on. Probably still saying it wrong. So you storyboard the pages as well. My brain just doesn't understand writing a script without doing. Yep, exactly. So yeah, Winsberry on Twitch says, yeah, my brain just doesn't understand writing a script without doing storyboards, thumbnails alongside it. 100%. I can't sit and just write a block of text script. When I worked on Chase Speedington with Franco, he's the same. I get storyboards as the script, which as an artist can be good because it can speed things up. And if you've got a good writer or a collaborative writer and you can alter things as you go, that makes it nice as well. And Franco certainly was one of those writers. But yeah, for Super Unicorn Princess, I write and draw as I go because I like, maybe it's a flow thing. Like I want to see the visuals and the writing together. I want to try and nail the expressions, the arms, and however they're acting in the scene with the words. And my thumbnails, I guess. I'll show you. They're not like super rough. They're like this. They're clean-ish to save me time later, which is probably why the writing part takes so long. But yeah, that's how I do it. I think it's good too because then the editor can just see what I'm going for, I guess. I don't know. Happy Drawers! Not sure if I asked you this before. You're working in Procreate, I see. Do you run it through Photoshop after? No. Or are you working in CMYK? I'm working in when I do my pages in CMYK. And I do it 100% in Procreate. All in Procreate. So all of Super Unicorn Princess 1 was done in Procreate. All of my artwork for Chase Speedington was done in Procreate as well. And yeah, that's the whole answer. Nice thumbnails, thank you. Again, it's more because I'm lazy later and I'm trying to speed up my process, so it's a bit slow on that side, but theoretically it's supposed to make the inking and colouring part faster. It certainly did not. Now with story 1 of book 2, for some reason that was just taking forever. So what I've started doing this time, because I was having quite a bit of writer's block on the second story for book 2, I went ahead and started inking and colouring the first few pages to try and get ahead that way as well, because I'm pretty sure the first couple of pages at least won't have notes. We'll see. But my editor is very good and very... her notes are always good. Her notes are... We are in sync with what we want the book to be, I guess, is the best way to say it. So, but also receptive to my pushback. I think that makes sense, right? I don't know. Yep. So Happy Draws. How is the dinosaur book going? Is it done? Done. Nice. Excellent. Gosh, you've got a you're fast, man. I remember that you were just. It seems like recently you were just working on the previous book. That kind of been the Taylor Swift one. There must have been something in between. You're fast. Board books have very tight deadlines. Man, doesn't everything? Gosh. But yeah, I bet they do. I haven't had the pleasure of doing board books. Guess my style doesn't really lend itself. That'd be cool though. Because I don't want to just do graphic novels forever. Well, a friend of mine did send me his manuscript for a picture book. Could be pretty fun. So we'll see how that pans out. Hopefully it pans out well. But yes, now that my book is out in the world with my name right there on the cover, it's going to be interesting to see how it's received. So it's a bit nerve-wracking now. The blog tour was good. People were positive. The stuff I've seen from kids in schools has been positive. That's the important thing. But yeah, we'll see how it goes as more people find the book. Hopefully it goes well and it's the start of the career and not the start and end. been a minute since I drew this fella. He's in story 1 of book 1. His name's Tech 7. And he is he's a friend of Super Unicorn Princess. He's a super smart kid who built this suit. But he's not quite sure if he wants to be a hero. He's more interested in being an inventor. And that's cool. But he does help SUP in her first adventure. And like Batman at the end of the pilot episode of Justice League animated before it became unlimited. Sort of just says, you know, I'm around if you need me, but yeah, but he's gonna focus on being an inventor. Mitch is on. Hi, Mitch. So I got you this time, hopefully. So there we go. I'm also, man, it's got as far as being in my cart, but I haven't pulled the trigger because I just the nerves keep pulling me back. But I've designed a Super Unicorn Princess plushie. And I want to get it made just as a one-off thing. And this is it. And at the moment, I'm looking at iDoodle to have it made. I drawn some Squish and Squash ones, a comic I did with Nyla Rourke for Keenspot. And I drawn some just for fun, similar to this page, with Squish and Squash. And Niall took it and actually got them made for himself, and he takes them to conventions and stuff. They're really big, the ones he got done, 80 centimeter ones. But they look really good. So I'm thinking I might use the same crew to make SUP. I was debating whether to have her arms up like that. That's how the Squish and Squash ones are. Obviously that takes more room up on a shelf. Or just have her arms hang down to the side, because as I look up at my shelf with other plushies, it's a mixture. And I'm aiming for a 40 centimeter one. So I don't know. And also I was debating, should she have the open mouth like that, because it'll just be embroidered on. Hopefully not printed on, just embroidered. Or just have the simple smile line. Which I don't have a picture of at the moment. Gosh. So yeah, I don't know. Also designed what should look like as a Squishmallow. So that's a thing. We'll see. One day. But if they ever come knocking, I've got the design. So I think we can do some colours. We'll look at a background later maybe. Might not even need to. I'm going to have to find the colour refs for these other two characters because it's been a minute. So yeah, the plush is as far as being added to my cart on their website. But because of the cost, I'm just like, I haven't pulled the trigger yet. So thanks to everyone who did commission me, because I am using that commission money to build an SUP website. Well, to buy the domain and stuff. And to get the plush made, probably. So I do have a couple of commission slots left if anyone is still interested. I'll add the details back into my Instagram story later. Here we go. I also finished my so as part of the publicity for Super Unicorn Princess for the release, I had to do I was asked to do an article about why I think graphic novels are important. Because while in the US, the children's graphic novel sector format has boomed massively, with awesome stuff like Investigators and Hilo and Barb the Brave and everything else. The UK. Why did I do that? The UK is still catching up. I mean, they've got the excellent Bunny vs. Monkey. I should also have said Dogman and stuff, the US ones. Anyway, the UK market is catching up. But I was asked to write this article on why I think it's important. And I think it was supposed to be 500 words, and I thought, man, I'm never going to be able to do that. I'm no expert on that sort of stuff. I just like to draw pictures. My article ended up being about 1,000 words. But the few people who I got to read it before I officially submitted it came back positively. And then I also had to do was asked to do a draw along video for the Cartoon Museum of London, which I have also completed now. I'm waiting to hear back whether what I submitted was okay. The shortest I could get it was 7 minutes, and that was drawing Robogoon from SUP. I tried to do SUP and it took like double that. So hopefully the Robogoon one was good. I got my daughter to watch it and follow along to see if it worked as a draw along, and it did she did really well. The video did its job. So that is excellent. So I'm all up to date with the publicity stuff that I've been asked to do so far. The book has been spotted out in the wild. And now it's in the hands of the readers, the consumers. My fate is to be decided. Do I get to keep doing this as a job? Or not? Well, I do for a little while because there's 2 more SUP books. At least. That have been contractually obligated. With room for more as well. So hopefully it does well. We shall see. We shall see. Right, now I know his his eyes and mouth and stuff are yellow. Over this yellow specifically. He's also supposed to have one there. But I don't think I saved the correct blue to the color palette. So I'm gonna have to go and find that. So let's have a quick look. See if I can find my page one, my book one pages. This iPad needs a cleanup. There's Chase Speedington, so we're on the right track, I think. Apologies for the scrolling. Okay. Gosh, the outlines were so thin in book one. It's really weird because I don't remember doing them so thin. And just I forgot his little shieldy thingy. Take some liberties. I've got a book here. Have a look. Right, so dark, dark, dark. Dark. And dark. Dark. Do it. Like I said, it's been a minute since I drew or coloured a picture of Tech 7. So far he hasn't appeared in book 2. He may not appear again until book 3. So I have some plans. Chill vibes, sketching away. On a Tuesday morning. Is it morning still? 11:35, still morning. Man, I finally got to watch Mission Impossible, my favorite movie franchise. And for the first time ever, I missed it on the big screen. Gutted, man. I don't think it did well enough to get a re-release, unfortunately. Gutted that. I'm very sure that that was the only one I didn't see on the big screen. Final Reckoning. But anyway, I finally got to watch it last night because it's on home release now. Home release, like it's out of prison. It's available to buy at home digitally. You know what I mean. Anyway, so I watched it. 3 hours went by pretty fast, which is good. But holy moly, like, I love watching that dude's stunts and stuff, like going up the Burj Khalifa and all that cool stuff, hanging off the side of a plane and whatnot. But I tell you what, man, that water stunt he did in this last movie, oh, that got me all I didn't think. Well, I mean, I'm not like claustrophobic in the sense that if I'm in a cramped, like in a plane or a train that's really busy or whatever, like that sort of stuff doesn't bother me. But going into like a tube or something that once you go in, you can't turn around to go back. You have to either keep going or go. You know what I mean? That sort of stuff just doesn't do anything good for me. And I was just getting that massive feeling watching him do the submarine set piece, I guess. I was just, oh, yeah. And it went on for a long time too. It was cool. But I was just like, oh, I was having all these thoughts, man. Like, putting myself in his shoes, just going like, nah. I'm dying down there. But, man, loved it. I love those movies. And I watched the new Jurassic Park, the latest one. Almost turned it off after the first 5 minutes because I was like, nah, this is not it. With the prologue part of the movie, I was just like, this is not it for me. I hate this sort of stuff. But then I kept watching as I got into the main story. And I liked it enough, but the whole movie I was just like, you've lost your way. I mean, I know it's the writer of the original, which is cool. But like, man, I think you've lost something from not the writer, the franchise. Also, I think like the whole time I was watching it, I was like, this just feels like a light version of Kong Skull Island. To the point where I always joke that Kong Skull Island is like a Marvel movie because it has Loki and Captain Marvel and Nick Fury. They're all in it. Not, obviously Samuel Jackson and Brie Larson and Tom Hiddleston. Now this one has got Mahershala Ali, who hopefully will still be Blade, Scarlett Johansson, who was obviously Black Widow, and Ed Skrein, or whatever his name is, from, although it's not MCU, but from Deadpool 1, the bad guy. So I was like, man, it's like, to the point of having all the... I mean, everyone's a Marvel actor now, so it's a bit hard to get away from, but I was just getting Skull Island-like vibes from the movie, I guess. Alright. Have you tried stacking your artwork in the gallery, or do you prefer having it on the one page? I've accidentally stacked stuff before. I should probably do that with all those pages, though. That's a good call. So thanks for that tip. I might do that after this, actually. At least that will take away 192 files from the scroll with Super Unicorn Princess and another 130 odd for Chase. So yeah, that's actually a good call. So yeah, thanks. Stuff like that I can do that, but other stuff, then it goes out of sight, out of mind, and then I forget about it. Then I'll never get to stuff. Hang on, sorry, doom scrolling again, hang on. Just need to find this fella. I feel like the artwork in number 2 is going to be a step up from the artwork in number 1. Shouldn't say that when number 1's just coming. But you find your flow with the characters the more you draw them. SUP has definitely, as a character design, has definitely found her final form, I guess. Like, early pictures of her are quite different. Sometimes she looks a bit older or a bit taller, which obviously makes her look older anyway. think book 2 will have more consistency, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And Leo's online from Brazil. Hello. And that actually is the one I'm still waiting to hear on a release date, is the Portuguese version of my book. A publisher has picked it up to publish it in Portuguese. They originally said it's going to come out this year. But I haven't had any updates. Actually, I should send an email and try and get an update on that to see when it is going to come out. But yeah, that's another cool one. That one I haven't seen anything from yet. I'm assuming that title-wise, at least, it might not be too dissimilar from the Spanish. Not the whole book, obviously. The translation will be completely different, but I'm wondering if the title might be quite similar. Because I know the Dutch and the German will be. But yeah, I haven't got a German version yet. So we'll see. Alright. I'm just gonna get the rest of this colours out myself. But thank you for joining all the way from Brazil. Now I don't know what I want to do in terms of the background, if I want to do one or not, like with buildings and stuff. We'll just do a simple. What happened? Whoops. I'm just going to keep it all on one side. It's not accurate. Good. These ones are good. For Super Unicorn Princess, you mean? Or the picture? Alright, so what am I doing is... I could get away with it. I think I will. This. Oh, I don't usually put shading on ECP too much. Put it on the other guys now, so. Painted myself into a little bit of a corner, as it were. I really don't want to though. Let's start playing around. So, maybe like that. For everyone who has participated in my Super Unicorn Princess Draw This in Your Style, thank you very much. It has been amazing to see all the different takes on the character from a whole range of awesome artists of all different skill levels and completely different styles. Oh, it's so cool. So yeah, everyone who took the time, thank you so much. And I'll say it on here because people may watch it later, not live. Probably could put some highlight on it. Let's just see how this goes first. We'll go to my tried and trusted favorites. No, we won't. I didn't put it in there yet. It is. Just want to try something. May actually need background. Let's see. That might be better actually. All right. You know, I think it actually looks better just as like a silhouette. Maybe though we could put a gradient on it. Something maybe like that. Ooh, okay, we've been going for an hour. All right, it's not too bad. Right. I can't remember if I gave the little mummy highlights. No, I didn't. Oh, good. For them, I reckon. I might do it, eh? I wonder if oops, flip it. Didn't really leave any room for that, did I? It's to look too cluttered. I mess with it too much more, it's going to ruin it. Let's see. I think that's okay. I think I'm going to leave it there. Most excellent. And Dove Designs is on. End of the stream. It's only been an hour. That's a short stream. Gosh. Oh, what else can we do? Nice use of the emoticons there, Dove Designs. End of the stream again. Now, well, it's only been an hour. I didn't think the picture would be that quick. So I've also got to work on this one, which is just a mashup of a whole lot of different characters of mine in one picture. But I don't know if I'm digging it or not. And now I've just noticed SUP's in the exact same pose as the picture I just drew. So, what a heck. Gosh, it is. It's like the exact same. Oh, it's just the legs are the other way around. Gosh, I'm such a heck. Jeez. Also have to finish this Kemanito picture. Who was I don't know if he still is, luchador from CMLL in Mexico. I don't know the correct term in wrestling anymore. The micro wrestlers. The signature pose. That's right. That is the signature pose. Yeah. Once again, here's my Squishmallow design. So, you know, if she becomes popular enough one day, who knows? I don't have anything else to work on, I don't think. I don't know if I've shown these. Oh, here's a Greek version of Super Unicorn Princess, which I was going to use in my Greek promo video, but I ended up just going with the standard, with this picture. This was Heracles, or Hercules, but in Greek Heracles, and Leonidas. As in, this is Sparta. SUP would work well in any toy plush design. Squishmallow, Pop Funko. Oh, imagine a Pop Funko. Ooh. Imagine a U2s. That'd be pretty sweet. I was actually trying to find online if anyone did, you know, just one-off, like PVC figures. Because I would get this pose done. But everything was minimum order quantity, which is why the plush works a bit better, because it's I can just get a one-off. Maybe I should do like a Kickstarter for PVC ones, but it would either be in that pose, the signature pose as we're calling it now, or this pose on my hoodie, which is my favorite picture of SUP still. But I would have to find somewhere that does it like a one-off, you know, build. You've been trying to find one as well. Well, I was going to say the same to you. If you find one, let me know. Yeah, it's I don't want to order 100 or or 500 or 1,000. An affordable one-off, that is, yes, 100%. It's why, as I say, the plush has got as far as it's in my cart on the website, but I haven't pulled the trigger, through checkout. Because I'm just still a bit like, it's a lot of money. If they do it wrong, then you don't get that money back. $200 for a one-off. Well, yeah, I mean the plush is $139 US, which is a lot of money for a soft toy, but it is a custom one, I guess. They'll probably even try and charge me more because I'm being pretty detailed in my design. I have been recommended some other soft toy manufacturers in China, and they, from what I saw, did really good work, but I think it's minimum order quantity, and I hadn't planned on selling these. I guess you could do pre-orders, and then if people pre-ordered them, you could then put their order through, but I don't know. It was just supposed to be like a fun one-off thing. Yeah, so cool. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, the book is out. As I said, the Dutch publisher came last night with some. They've made some stickers for teachers. You know the stickers you get when you do your work and you hand it in, and the teacher puts on those stickers that says, "Great job, well done," blah blah blah. So the Dutch publisher has made a whole lot of those sort of stickers, featuring Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Mega Robot Bros, Dork Diaries, and Super Unicorn Princess, which is very cool. So kids are going to be able to get like a great work sticker in Dutch on their schoolwork with my character on it, which is Aces. Among some legends, yes, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, still like one of the highest selling books. And it's funny too, because the photo I got sent when someone finally saw it out in the wild in New Zealand was a few copies of my book amongst other graphic novels, and the shelf above was just Diary of a Wimpy Kid, like the series. Just so things we aspire to. Where did that come from? Things we aspire to. One day. There's still it's book one. Let's give it a chance to marinate. I could have put their names on here like a bam, bam, bam. So yeah, we've got these are two of her friends. If anyone's just joining the stream, two of her friends who pop up in book one. In book one, story one, where SUP fights ice cream monsters. She's joined by Tech 7 in the blue armor, who is a genius kid inventor. I'm not sure if he actually wants to be a superhero, but he's created this suit. And it just happens that when he's out with SUP, the city's attacked by ice cream monsters. So he does lend a hand, and uses his brains and her brawn to bring those ice cream monsters down. And in story 2, we meet this little mummy guy. I don't want to say too much about him yet, but he's also going to pop up in book 2. So he plays a part in what is currently story 2 of book 2 as well. So we do see him again. And Tech 7 at this stage will not be in book 2, but I'll probably bring them all together in book 3 because I have some ideas. And it's her little it's almost like they have a name, you know, if they were to become a team, which I'm not going to say. I've put it out on the internet before. But anyway, it's sort of like her Justice League, I guess, her Avengers. All these characters who pop up as minor secondary characters will eventually come together to help her bigger threats. Which is cool. And I'm introducing another character in book 2 in the story that the mummy comes back for, who will also fall into that category too. So gotta be careful I don't make her team too big. But if all goes to plan with what I have in my head for book 3, she's going to need the help. So there you go. Drop in the hints. Not really. So yeah, that's why I decided to do this little jam piece of all the characters together. The heroes of book 1, sort of. Yeah. I really have nothing else to say. So yeah, I don't know. My hat, my SUP hat. Thank you to my editor. It was a congratulations on being published gift, along with a whole load of candy from the UK. Lollies we call them over here, but candy. So yeah, as I said at the start of the stream, I've got this this jar going now. So that's my office candy jar. I'll have to keep it filled up with more stuff. Yeah, the hat's pretty cool, eh? I was as I said earlier, I got the hoodie and I got a Chase t-shirt, which I think I'm wearing as well. And I've been contemplating getting a hat made, a cap. Because if anyone watches my streams on a regular basis, they know I like a cap. But finding an embroider close by has been a mission. And it's like my editor read my mind and they got this made. And I received it yesterday in the mail. So sick is right. It slaps. It slaps. I don't know, can you see it properly? So it's all embroidered. So I love it. So it's excellent. Cool. I feel like I'm just dragging this out now. So it's probably time to end the stream because the drawing has finished. You know, I don't know. Anyway, keep the average viewers up. No, one-off merch site, if you want me to send it to you, they do ETG and oh, nice. But it'll be in American dollars. But yes, send it to me. That's cool. The hoodies and t-shirts, I found a place in New Zealand and they just happen to have a sale on. And man, it's no jokes. My favorite hoodie, not because of the picture, it's just the most comfortable hoodie I own. And I own a few hoodies. And I just love wearing it because it's well, one, it's too big, which is good. But also it's just super comfortable, even after being through the wash a few times. And the picture, it's you know, all still good. So I was tempted to just go like, man, can I just buy some plain hoodies? Because I don't want to just buy hoodies with my artwork all over them every time. But I'm definitely going to get a couple more when they're on sale because, gosh, they're good. So yeah, bluetees.co.nz, only really relevant if you live in New Zealand. But shout out. So yeah, it was, oh man, I love it. So it's worked out quite nicely. Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, as I said, all my promo stuff is done now for Super Unicorn Princess's release. I'm up to date with what I've been given so far. I did my how to draw video. I did my, for lack of a better term, essay on the, I guess it's sort of like why I think graphic novels are important, or why I like graphic novels, or both. So yeah, that was cool. Got that done. That was the one I was dreading the most, but I like the end result I came up with. So hopefully they do too. And I'm sure I'll link that when it comes out on my socials. And yeah, the next milestone, I guess, is when the Spanish and Greek versions drop in October, and then the Dutch in November, and the Portuguese at some point soon. And then Chase Speedington in November, which is exciting because it's a whole different book I get to promote. And that one is dropping in North America to start with, which is cool. And then it'll be the North American release of Super Unicorn Princess Book 1. And I think that'll coincide somewhere roughly around the release of Book 2 of Super Unicorn Princess in the UK. So we'll see how it goes. Anywho, I have rambled on for 20 minutes since this drawing was done, and people haven't abandoned me, so yay, that's cool. I can't wait for the North American release too, because I feel bad because I do all these posts on my social medias about Super Unicorn Princess is out, my debut book is out, blah blah blah, and I'm drawing her on my stream and righty-rah. And the vast majority of my followers on social media are from North America, and yeah, it's like, oh, sorry, but lost my train of thought, but I feel bad. But anyway, I don't know if I'm allowed to say who the publisher is yet, because it is a different publisher in North America. I have to check that I'm allowed to say it, but they have, bought the rights and everything. I don't know if we'll get any sort of publicity or marketing stuff. I don't know what the deal is going to be. I mean, there'll be something, I hope. But I'll be putting it all over my social media when that happens. So keep an eye out. Otherwise, we are pretty much done, I believe. So that's cool. I'm just wondering. Let me just check something before I go. I am on everything on mute. I'm just trying to see what's happening. Yeah, no, okay. Well, anyway, we're here. So that's it. That's the stream. It was only a short one. I apologize. I didn't think the picture would come together as fast as it did. But I like how it turned out. So I'm happy about that. And now I am, as I said, I'm halfway through story 2 of book 2 of Super Unicorn Princess. So if I can get 4 pages a day done for the next 9 days, that story will be locked. Well, pre-editorial locked. And then I'll be off on my holiday for a week. So that's the plan now. So I'm going to get to work. So thank you for joining me on the stream. I very much appreciate it. Thank you for everyone who's watched. And I will catch you on the next stream if I don't see you earlier. Follow me on social media down the bottom there at Mike Hartigan. YouTube, if you're not watching on there already. Instagram, where I'm most active, I guess. Blue Sky and Twitter, because it's still Twitter. And yeah, follow me along on there. And otherwise, I will catch you later. This is the awkward part. So anyway, thanks. See you later.